Niger Delta, economic justice too. MEND ended as soon as amnesty was proclaimed and embraced. And even when, after the bombing of October 1, a purported email came out from MEND, everybody, himself, Kampolo, Ateketom, Asari, myself, everybody assembled in Abuja and totally distanced ourselves from that.
Okay.
Like he said, anybody can set up a website or an email. But even Henry Oka has categorically made two statements since his incarceration, dissociating himself from the purported Jomo Bomo statement and stating categorically again that Jomo Bomo ceased to exist with the cessation of hostilities in the region.
What do you mean ceased to exist? Jomo Bomo died or what?
Jomo Bomo is just a pseudonym. It was a pseudonym assumed by whoever was chosen to speak for MEND at any particular time. But because MEND is no longer, at least is dormant at the very best at the moment. Jomo Bomo is dormant. But anybody can use that sobriquet. Anybody can forge anything. There are false flag operations going on in this country on different levels. So you find, for example, Amechi and Amido's posters are out, and both governors have come to deny that they are not involved. You find that posters have come out of Alamesia, and he has said he's not involved. They are false flag operations.
That of the president has come out as well.
False flag operations. So if those could happen, so people who are alive, are present in Nigeria, and are known, why don't we realize that these are possibilities that certain people are exploring? Especially the action that now took place after the threat. You will notice something odd. Only policemen were killed. If, suppose, ex-militants were angry with their former leader, why didn't they kill the former leader and his other mates? They targeted only policemen. They not only targeted and killed them, they burnt their bodies.
So what is the message in that?
The message is just, they want to create a platform or a scenario that will attract reprisals to the Niger Delta, and therefore create the impression to the outsider looking in that Nigeria is in turmoil. The north is burning, the south is burning, and let me tell you, from their last purported statements, they are saying they are coming into the southwest. If they bomb Lagos, it means that the whole of Nigeria is burning.
Now, are you implying by any chance that there are some people playing politics with the lives of our policemen, and those people are not authentic members of MEND, as you know?
They are not. Look, we've got intelligence. I will not be able to disclose exactly what, but we know that this was carried out by a group of renegades who do not belong to MEND, who are being funded by a foundation based in the United Kingdom. The satellite trackings of their movements show that they have established themselves, and what all they want to do is destabilize the nation through creation of mass insecurity. Right now, we are in danger because whether it's a Boko Haram in the north or a fake so-called MEND in the south, or maybe one day Masob, don't forget, people have been killing Masob men, and everybody is denying knowledge of it. They are creating problems. A deputy governor just got killed after being abducted. It's the first time abductors have killed. they are creating problems around Nigeria calculatedly to create tension and possibly to bring back anarchy.
Mr. Pepper, let me swing to you now. You are the technical assistant on reintegration to the chairman of the Presidential Amnesty Committee. I'd like to find out, what was the reaction in your office when this message came out?
Thank you very much for that question. Like you know, my office is charged with the part of the process in the DDR process that you can call jack of all trades, master of none. Meaning reintegration is not tangible, it's not, you can't touch it. You can touch disarmament, you can see weapons, you can touch demobilization, you can see breaking in rank, bringing them from barracks. But reintegration, how can you say this man has been completely reintegrated back to society? So because I'm charged with that kind of very arduous task, I take it. When we first heard it, and rumor mill started making that it is one of our beneficiaries, popularly known as Young Shagro, that they were going for his mother's funeral. So immediately we set up our satellite to start to find out, because the insinuation in the press was that it is friction over sharing of amnesty money not being paid or being paid. Immediately we set up our satellite, because we have a desk responsible for such responses called the Peace Building and Conflict Resolution Desk. So I called them up, I asked, do we have any formal complaint? Because from our chairman, the essay to the Mr. President, our numbers, some officials, if you ask them, they will say, this is my number, the one I answer. We don't have such privilege. All our number, all of us answer. If you offend any one of them in faraway Sweden, Kingsley Kuku, by 2 a.m. will receive a text message on his phone, because he knows nearly every one of them by first name basis. So I called them up. I said, do we have any kind of formal complaint from any of these people? I called our head desk that they are being shortchanged by their leadership, either by stipend payment or anything. They said no complaint like that. So the insinuation by the police, which by yesterday evening, the police in Bayelsa is beginning to deny that they did not pay ransom for the 12th person that had recently been released. That means that this MEND issue, the cover of it, is all the hoops. It's nothing to do with it. There is more to it. There is a kidnap case that happened in Bayelsa. Investigation to it will prove it eventually. I'm not a security man. I'm not privileged to that. It has nothing to do with us. We investigated. We find out that there's nothing like that. So we're continuing with our process. But we won. Please, as we want to strongly condemn anybody, be it for purposes of politics, be it for whatever purpose, that would decide to take the life of 11 policemen. Bear in mind, this is the same pattern that led to the sacking of Odi.
Exactly.
It's the same structure. Policemen in a boat going for an official assignment, they were caught and killed. I think about 11 too.
11.
Immediately, Odi. Order was given to sack Odi. Probably, this is an indication that somewhere, from some place, somebody is wanting to set up a time bomb that will lead to sacking of one of our communities and present the amnesty program as being seen to have failed.
So, for you,
as far as you can see.
Yes.
okay, for you, would you say that the amnesty for